This is your friend. It's a trash can, right? It's mobile. It has wheels. The thing with these is I don't like for kids to just get up and run around because, again, this creates chaos. We want to avoid chaos because it prevents kids from being able to focus, right? So when you see children that are done with their food, you give them a cue, because if you don't tell them or give them a cue, they are going to come up with their own cue to let you know that they are done with their food, right? If you're gonna have a snack, right, they're gonna let you know, I'm done! Or they just get up and start running around because they're done, right? Instead it's, hey guys, does everybody have their snacks? Say yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. All right, cool. As soon as you are done with your snack, what I want you to do is put all of your garbage right in front of you and just put your hand in the air. Does everyone understand? Yes. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead. Eat your snacks. Let me know when you're done.
Everything that you do is pre-framing. Everything is setting the tone. This is another reason, bringing it back to your coach that's in the room who's sitting in the chair. If you're sitting in the chair, guess what? Those kids don't think that you care. They also don't think that you see them. So now, you're letting them know, hey, this is what you need to do to go to that next step.
Excellent work. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Wow, I really like the way this table is sitting. You know what? Let's go ahead and we're going to take a little bathroom break. So go ahead and push in your chairs quietly and say, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. And go ahead and line up one at a time, and we're going to use the restroom. All right, perfect. Oh, great job. Perfect. Go ahead and put your trash in there. Excellent. Oh, look at that. Oh, you know what? He was helping you, and that was very kind of him, but she also wants to be able to do it herself. So next time, now listen, you didn't do anything wrong. That was very kind of you. And we always practice kindness here. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. Good job, guys. Keep up the great work. Pause. Do you see that immediate redirection? How many of you guys had a kid that literally wants to throw away their own trash and they're mad because their friend did it for them? Or like a kid that really wants to sweep the floor and they're like, I wanted the broom. Right? We've all experienced that. That is where that redirection comes into, is like, hey, listen, no big deal. Nothing is a big deal. No big deal. Thank you so much for wanting to be an amazing volunteer. You can also give them something else to do and to look forward to. Sarah's gonna go ahead and sweep the floor right now. Later on, though, I'm gonna need some help with putting up the chairs. Will you be my helper for that? You will? Awesome, high five. If you just say, nope, too bad, listen, she threw it away. We're all doing the same thing. It's all the same thing, it doesn't matter. You know what that means? I don't matter. Not important. They're not important. That piece of trash going in the trash can, as simplistic as that seems, it is a big deal. Giving the redirection is super important. All right, So now we have trash. Thank you. And I've left my children unattended. They're just patiently waiting here. Great job, guys. Great job. You guys can have a seat. Excellent work. Excellent work. All right. Are you guys seeing the importance of the smallest things? Do you see the significance of the smallest things? Yes? Excellent. This is not babysitting. One of the things that frustrates me is when I go, oh yeah, I teach, summer camp and after school programs, helps enroll more kids, it changes their lives, we create the best programs everywhere. And they're like, oh, you teach people how to be babysitters? I'm like, you want to get cut? Because it's just not true. You're not babysitting. You know what babysitters do? You know what babysitters do? They watch kids. They babysit. Sometimes they watch them.
They sit in the chair.
They sit in a chair. Do you see a chair up here for Sydney or myself? Why? Because you're not supposed to be in a chair. Why? Somebody raise your hand. Why? Yes, sir. Yes, exactly.
We are here to engage and mentor these
Yes.
kids. We're meeting them at their level. We are respecting where they are on their human journey. This is their reality. When it comes to, the trash example that Lauren just demonstrated, it's a big deal to them. Think about it. Think about all the things that are going on in your own personal life right now. Everything that you guys have, whether it's your role as a director, a coach, a CEO, a wife, a husband. You have all of that swirling around. What do the alligators have? They're learning how to read. They're learning how to keep their hands to themselves. They're learning how to put trash away. And when it doesn't go their way, that is the peak big deal. That is what will wreck their day, which is why it's so important that we're always pre-framing them. They can lean into and thrive and have that confidence knowing that we're giving them the structure and the space to learn freely and safely.
Yes, communication. How do kids sometimes communicate? Somebody raise their hand. How do they communicate? With their hands. What do they do with their hands? Touch each other. What else do kids do sometimes to communicate? Scream! Cry! Whine! Go crazy! There's all kinds of things, all kinds of ways that kids communicate. Here's the difference. We as adults, guess what, guys? At one point in time, you were kids. Trust me, some people were like, I don't like kids. I'm like, you were a kid, so it's kind of weird. But when it comes to this and going, okay, cool, so they're kids, they haven't learned effective communication. Respectfully, we are all learning effective ways of communicating. We get on coaching calls with you guys, and you guys are learning how to be more effective communicators as adults. We as coaches here on Success Team are continually learning how to become better communicators as coaches. So to go into this type of system, this type of business model with the expectation that these kids just know how to express and communicate their feelings in a way that's appropriate for you is not realistic, and it's unfair to them. You're being unfair. So instead, realizing that there is a conversation, a better conversation, and again, like we said before, you are taking a stand for that child to help them to become better, to help them to become better communicators, to help them to be able to express exactly how they're feeling, and also giving that grace. There's a difference, by the way, between grace and tolerance. I'm not going to tolerate intentional negative, and I hate to say negative, but negative behavior. Intentionally negative, right? I will give grace to a child who is still learning, right? And that's what we're doing here. We're all learning. We're all learning right now. And we're giving all of you grace right now. So let's make sure that we're all on the same page with that. And please give us grace as well. We've had people that have reached out to Success Team. Hey, I wasn't happy with this or that or whatever. Thank you. We love that feedback. If we as adults can accept the feedback yourselves, give that to those kids as well. They will accept it when it's given to them in a way that they can understand.